Good morning, my preschool friends. How is everybody today? Are you having an awesome day so far? I sure am. I'm so excited to read One Winter's Day to my friends today. This book is super cool because this is felt, so you can feel it all the way through. One Winter's Day. Let's see what this book is about. I bet it has something to do with winter. Little Hedgehog was making his bed for the winter when a sudden gust of wind blew him off his feet. It took hold of his cozy nest and tossed it high into the air. Little Hedgehog trembled as the wind whistled around him, and he wondered what to do. He caught hold of his scarf, hat, and mittens before they blew away, and tried to find shelter under the tree roots. But wherever he went, the wind blew there as well. He's cold. I'll have to stay with Badger until this storm has gone, he said at last, pulling his woolly hat firmly over his prickles. Then he snuggled into his cozy scarf, put on his mittens, and with a deep breath, he set off. The wind was even stronger in the meadow. Leaves swirled here and there, and snowflakes filled the air. Little Hedgehog hadn't gone far when he bumped into a family of field mice shivering in the long grass. There's the field mice. They're pretty cool, friends. I've never known such a storm, squeaked Mother Mouse. The wind has blown our nest far away, and my poor babies are so cold. My home has been blown away as well, said Little Hedgehog. I'm on my way to stay with Badger, but I have just the thing to warm you up. And he took off his woolly hat and gave it to the mice. Oh, that was nice of him. Oh, lovely, lovely, they squeaked, snuggling down out of the wind. Thank you, Little Hedgehog. That was a nice thing to do. Little Hedgehog tucked his nose inside his scarf and ran along beside the racing river. Otter was at the bank, huffing and puffing on his paws. Hello, Otter, shouted Little Hedgehog. What are you doing? Oh, hello, Hedgehog, replied Otter. My fur coat keeps me warm, but my paws are just freezing. Here, have these, said Little Hedgehog, giving Otter his mittens. They should do the trick. Thank you, Little Hedgehog, said Otter. These are great, but shouldn't you be at home in this cold, cold weather? I have no home any more, Little Hedgehog replied sadly. The wind has blown it away. And running on, he cried, I'm going to stay with Badger. By the time Little Hedgehog reached the woods, the snow was getting deeper. On and on he struggled, picking his way between the snowdrifts on the wind howling around him. Aw, poor Little Hedgehog, he's so cold. A mother deer and her fawn were sheltering in the brushes. Oh, Little Hedgehog, why aren't you in your nest in this awful storm? She asked. So Little Hedgehog told Mother Deer about his nest blowing away, but as he spoke he saw that the little fawn was shaking in the cold. Here, take this, he said, giving the fawn his scarf. How kind you are, said Mother Deer. Thank you, Little Hedgehog. So now the deer has his scarf. Little Hedgehog pattered on faster and faster, but just as he finally saw Badger's house at the bottom of the hill, he skidded on the icy path. Help! He cried as he went bumping and bouncing through the snow. Aw, Little Hedgehog. Badger was making tea when he heard a big thud. Whatever was that? He cried, dropping his toast. When he opened the door, a prickly snowball rolled in. Gracious me, he said in surprise. It's Little Hedgehog. Badger carried Little Hedgehog to an armchair by the fire and gave him a cup of tea. Little Hedgehog told Badger about his journey through the storm, and then, cozy and warm, he fell fast asleep. Hedgehog stayed with Badger until the storm had gone. As they walked to where his house had been, Little Hedgehog was very, very worried. How can I build a strong new nest if all the leaves and twigs have blown away and there's nothing left? He asked anxiously. I'll help you, said Badger kindly. We're nearly there now. Surprise! Came the cry when they turned the corner. Little Hedgehog gasped with delight. The animals he'd met in the storm had made him the coziest nest he'd ever seen. For the kindest hedgehog in the world, they all cried together. Oh, that looks cozy. The end. That's the end of our book, One Winter's Day. All right, friends, today's our Zoom at 10 o'clock. And we're not going to be making a hedgehog today. We're going to be making a snowy owl. So make sure you look on our Google Classroom for all kinds of fun stuff about hedgehogs and snowy owls. All right, I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. Bye.